Canada, the beautiful nation of maple syrup lovers. These people are known for being very nice, but they do have another side of them. Canadian soldiers were very fierce and effective during World War II, and their bravery helped to secure the Allied victory. But today, I want to really test out the strength and effectiveness of Canada. We will be going fascist as Canada, and I will have to survive against the full might of the United States. Now, how will I survive? Well, I will be building a ton of forts to turn Canada into a literal fortress. From there, we will join the Axis. We will be going Iron Man mode and historical. So Canada is pretty weak, but compared to other small nations I've played like Belgium and the Netherlands, at least Canada has a lot of people. We have 10 million people today. We would have more manpower, but the French Canadians are causing problems as they always do.
You don't frighten us, English pig dogs! I'll blow my nose at you!
It's okay, we'll take care of them later. So obviously, I'm going to break away from the Commonwealth so we can go down this fascist path. So first things first, I'm just going to build a mill. And we actually have a decently large industry, at least again compared to other nations I've played. Like Denmark, I only started with like, what, 2 mills? But we still managed to survive. Of course, the catch with Canada is that it is a large nation with a massive border. It's like someone just drew a line and went, wah! And now we have this long, not aesthetically pleasing border. Well, because we are currently a puppet of the United Kingdom, we need to begin patriation, which will give us autonomy. So we can break away from the British as soon as possible. So this is my production, mostly guns, 1 factory on artillery, 1 on support equipment. We will also desperately need anti-air since we won't really have an air force today. So that will be produced the second I get that. Besides that, we will just go into construction and production. All right, now we will do the focus swastika clubs, which gives us fascism support. All right, now we got to produce that anti-air stat. All right, we're going to hire an army command who focuses on defense since we're going to be defending today against Uncle Sam. But also we need to get XP so we can develop our doctrines. Let's build up the Canadian Pacific Railway. All right, 2 civilian factories for this colonial railway. It's weird though, we're going to get 2 civilian factories onto this island. That is very strange, but I'll take it. Now, I'm looking at Canada and how we're going to defend ourselves. This is not going to be easy. The border is just so big. I'm thinking at the very least, all of West Canada is just going to have to be ignored, unfortunately. But I have a concept, guys, that I'm beginning to develop. Y'all will see the fort line. It's going to be great. So this is going to be our super good defensive division. It'll have artillery, anti-air, and an engineering company. So we finally gained a lot of independence points. We just need a little bit more political power, and we will declare our independence from Great Britain. We are now free, everybody, and oh, we changed colors. How pretty. Sorry, Neville. I do not want to be ruled by you since you're a punk. So we still have to hold a national referendum to become fascist, so I will save up some more political power so we can do that. Yes, we need a referendum. And now we are fascist, and we are ruled by this guy who looks very tired and on drugs. Oh, the Canadian Führer. Oh, wow. All right, well, now we're going to support the blue shirts. People love this dude, I guess. Well, this is a really good focus. It will allow us to pump out a lot more infantry equipment since it'll be much cheaper. Okay, I'm going to begin building up the forts because we got a lot of forts to build today. So I'm going to start with these rivers here near the Great Lakes so we can defend southern Ontario. All right, let's go partial mobilization. Now we have a lot more civs available. All right, this branch of the focus we can now do because there's a lot of world tension will allow us to defend ourselves and improve the economy. Lots of good stuff. And we need to assemble lots of power now. So this is already 1938 and for sure sometime in 1941 I will probably be at war with the United States. But the fort line's coming together good and I'm going to build a fort line along this river so I can abandon New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. I mean, I don't want to, but I have to. There's just too much territory to cover, especially when I can just camp along this river line. And unfortunately, I will be defending the French Canadians. I didn't want to, but they have a lot of people here and a lot of civs and mills. I have no choice. Let's assemble our resources, Canadians. We're gonna grow some wheat, some barley, some oats, some carbohydrates, and fix this Great Depression. Look at all these bonuses we're gonna get now. Our factories are about to go crazy. This will actually help us to build a lot more forts since we'll have less consumer goods. So West Canada, even though they have a lot of population, we just can't focus on preserving it. There's not that many victory points there. Not enough industry. So where will I place my defensive lines in the west? Well, right here, actually, so we can keep that steel and aluminum. This is most of our raw resources come from this province right here. And as you can see, it's a little hard to see because it's snowy, but there is a river right here, everybody. So here I will be building my forts on these 3 tiles. So I'm now actually going to join Germany. I'm going to join the Axis because I'm still technically in the Allies. Screw you, Neville. I am cheating on you with my lover, Mustache Man. We are now in the Axis. Let's go. An unlikely alliance. This is Dark Canada. No mistake. Mr. Nice Guy today. The old powers are watching with concern. I'm sure they are. Now, Mussolini is in the faction as well. Our Germany is at war with Poland. Poland joined the Allies. I may strategically join the war soon, so that way we can conscript more men into our army since I have to take this focus, commit to the war. Well, look, I'm going to convince the Brits that I'm not joining the war. I'm going to let them evacuate from Labrador so that way I can easily seize Labrador for myself. Let's also do this grand assault right here. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could secure the north of Canada so I know for sure that we're safe. So this focus will allow us to build a bunch of forts in addition to our pre-existing forts to make Canada strong. So what I did is I built up a bunch of forts already. This focus will stack on more forts on top of our existing fort line so we have like level 7 forts for free. So I'm going to take this focus, which will give us a lot of forts, which will stack up on top of our pre-existing forts to give us a really strong fort line with level 7 forts. Oh, there we go. You see, ladies and gents, we now have level 7 forts. This focus actually gave us forts everywhere across the entire border. I probably won't get to use them though. That'd be a bit unwise of me since we don't have enough divisions to protect our entire border, but this is definitely very, very helpful. What I'm going to do now though, I'm going to demand Labrador and Newfoundland from the British. If they want to give it to me, great. If not, well, I am ready to invade. And obviously the Brits are a bit preoccupied thanks to our ally, Mustache Man. Well, the Brits have chosen poorly. They have denied our claim to retake Labrador and Newfoundland. All right, we are at war with the British. Let's launch our assault. Hey, if you're watching this and you want to support the channel, consider joining my membership for as little as $5 a month to get access to unique contents and a little badge. I've been planning this. I even built a supply hub so we have supplies. Go. It is winter time for a little bit longer, so we may struggle at first, but eventually our attacks will do much better. Now, since we are at war, we can do the focus, commit to the war, which will allow us to build up our army further. That's why we had to go to war. All right, boom. Now let's take their port. Take their port. Oh, we're getting naval invaded by the Brits. Interesting. Or Australians. Okay. All right, we took the port. Let's finish off this British tank, and these guys are cooked. All right, let's take care of these Aussies who landed on our shores. All right, boom. The British are getting smoked. All right, let's send in the zombies, which gives us a lot of people. We got to build up our army now. Get as many men as possible into the field because part of our whole plan is we're going to be forfeiting a lot of territory and available manpower. So limited conscription and war economy. Oh, the Brits just landed in Halifax. All right, expeditionary force, go get them. You know what? I'm just going to take that, dude. The British took the port. I have no supplies. They beat me to what I was lacking. Get out of here, man. Let the British take all this bullshit. Go to the defensive line, everybody. All right, we need to compromise with Quebec so they stop rebelling and they can join the army. So we'll find a way to get the Frenchies to be on our side. All right, let's compromise with the Quebec people. All right, war bonds. Since we are kind of at war, obviously it doesn't really feel like a war. It's just we're getting bugged by the British here and there once this bullying us. But we are at war, yes. But obviously the big war is going to happen when the Americans inevitably join the Allies, probably around the end of the year. Since, you know, Hirohito is going to do his little Pearl Harbor. All right, looks like Barbarossa is happening. I've got so much XP. Let's level up the doctrines even more. Fall of Rome, what? Oh my god. Mussolini, lock in. We're on the same team today, so I'm actually going to root for you to do well, all right? Now we can finally do these military factory focuses that help production, give us a lot of mills. We can become a real power now. More military factories. Oh, goodness. America's now at war with Japan. They will be joining the Allies very soon, but it looks like our defenses are pretty good right now. And the U.S. has joined the UK. Well, everybody, take a look at the fortifications. So we got our land forts here. We have a full fortification system along this river here. We have a level 6 fort here in Northern Ontario, and our final bit of defense up here is along this river, just level 3, since the enemies won't have a lot of supplies. And of course, I'm defending all the way up here to defend our precious resources. And I'm going to try to hold Vancouver for fun. I probably won't get to keep it, but it's worth a try since it has a decent amount of goodies. Now I am officially at war with the USA, everybody. May God help us, and may we defend our line. Let's upgrade passive defense while we're at it. All right, you know what? Let's go to service by requirements. We need a lot more men. We're losing all of Middle Canada, but that's just how it had to go. We don't have the abilities to not forfeit that land. And the Americans are approaching our Maginot Line. It's going to be interesting to see how this holds up. All right, we're going to get attacked to Detroit. Bro, 0 attack. We have forts, river crossing, over minus 200% attack for the Americans. Yeah, we got a lot of defense, 700 defense. Hopefully this helps out the Germans too, since ideally I will be distracting a lot of Allied soldiers. We got a lot of Germans and Italians defending our frozen land. Hitler, this is not beneficial, bud. You should not try to help. I don't need your help. Focus on Russia. I mean, they're doing okay against Russia right now, but still, I don't want them to sell. Oh yeah, this is not falling anytime soon. The Americans will never take this. All right, infiltration in depth, and now our infantry doctrines are complete. We have a powerful infantry now. All right, anti-air's doing pretty good. We're shooting down 4 planes a day, so hopefully the bombing weakens over time. Mexico has joined the Allies. Our new Mexican opponents on the continent. It's a 2v1 now. All right, we're getting attacked on our Maginot Line at Montreal. I don't want them to take Montreal, even though we don't like the French Canadians. We want to keep it. River crossing debuff, low supply debuff, and terrain debuff. And then we're just chilling with our 800 defense, like absolute G's, absolute Canadian gangsters. And then up north, and we're camping in the Canadian Shield. We are the Canadian Shield. All right. Vancouver, despite being encircled, is holding very, very nicely. These guys don't even have a general. We'll give them one, though. We'll give them one. And Montreal is holding really, really good. Obviously, surrounded by 2 rivers. It's the urban tile, which is hard to take. Amazing. Now the Americans are trying to attack. And I mean, their attacks may be stronger once winter's over. But for now, I feel very confident in this line for the rest of winter. Well, there are the snow debuffs to the allies. Ah, Patton. He just is a stubborn guy. He doesn't want to give up. He's just running it down. General Patton is one of those stupid teammates in Counter-Strike who just runs it down and dies instantly. Oh yeah, most of Western Canada is dying. Rest in peace. But we've lost nearly a quarter of our population. That's unfortunate. Damn, I only have 2 civs left. That is pretty unfortunate. All right, last but not least, we have finally escaped the Great Depression. We have a warfield economy. We're gonna lose all the Great Depression debuffs, get our military factories, and we are doing amazing, everybody. Let's see the casualties. We've taken a decent amount of casualties to the US, 30K. But their recklessness has cost them 186,000 casualties. That's pretty slay, guys. We're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Slaying down those Americans who are trying to come into our country and make us the 51st state. Not under my watch. We're just farming Americans right now. AI is so stupid. They're just running into us. This guy does not want to live, clearly. They just keep running across the border, dude. Okay, the Germans are breaking through into the Caucasus. That's very good stuff. Very good development. I mean, I'm just kind of sitting here distracting Americans. To win and wage an offensive, I do kind of need the Germans at some point. Why are there so many Italians here? Does Mussolini just love me that much? Mussolini has a sweet spot for us Canadians. Oh, the casualties have hit 300K, bro. FDR, what are you doing? I thought you were like good at your job. That's why the people voted you in like 4 times. Well, not today, folks. Bro, these are the smartest American tank commanders. That's what happens when your school systems are ass. You try to drive your tank over water. Oh, but oh god. Oh god. They're landing on the north. Okay, you know what? Expeditionary Force. End this now. I did not expect that big of an invasion. Holy. Oh yeah, these stupid Americans are now trapped. They tried to do some 40 chests. Nah, no 40 chests here. All right, gone. Dude, we are now also shooting down so many planes. Holy. The German mustache man is approaching Moscow. Take it, take it. They're so close. The closer Germany is to defeating the Soviets, the closer we are to getting backup and winning and defeating the Americans. Whoa, naval invasion in the north, dude. I've never seen that one before. Well, let's go address this quick. All right, we're expelling the Americans from the north. Man, this part of Canada is rough, though. It's like all snowy, icky, gross. There's like, I don't know, probably ancient bugs that are thought out, that have like malaria. All right, well, now we can just finish off the rest of the Americans. They are cooked. Bye-bye, Omar Bradley. Okay, let's go. Leningrad fell. Or are they seriously trying to do this naval invasion bullshit again? They really are. Good thing is we have troops on the line. Well, idiots, guess now that you're trapped, you will have to die. That's what happens when you naval invade Canada. Bye-bye. For how small our country is, we actually got a pretty fat, large army, 700K men. Oh, God, America took Greenland. FDR, were you listening to Donald Trump? What is that? The Germans are doing great. Hurry up. What takes Stalingrad and win, please? Oh, now they're going for a double attack, and it is still not working. They're really, really trying, and we're really, really holding out. Oh, now they're attacking the south here. Again, we have like 800 defense, dude. 800 defense. Bro, I haven't even given bonuses to my generals. Like, if I give this guy defensive doctrine, our defense will be even higher. Hey, guys, the forts have been just going so well. The Canadians don't fold, and the Americans have officially taken 1 million casualties. And despite the enemy air supremacy, we're still holding out. Oh, they're finally attacking in the north. I don't think they've even attempted yet. Again, 1350 defense is insane. And we're being led by an Italian, man. I don't like that part, but everything else is going great. So despite losing half our country, we still have a majority of our victory points because they're all in Ottawa and Montreal, essentially. It's half our victory points. And they're really doubling down. These are the biggest attacks I've ever seen by the Americans, but our defense is higher than ever, everybody. Yes, let's get this infantry specialist. Oh, we got a railway gun. Let's go. Okay, the Germans look like they're getting kind of stuck. What the heck, mustache man? Well, it looks like there's not too many developments. I'm just going to be hanging out for a while, seeing how the situation unfolds, but our force and our defenses are looking really, really good. Oh no, oh no, oh no, this is really bad. Mussolini's gone? Our forts are doing so well, but Mussolini, he's dying. And, bro, the Germans are getting pushed back. You gotta be kidding me. Why are my allies so trash, dude? I'm holding greats. Dude, the Germans are getting pushed back? What? I thought these people were competent. Their army's getting small. You gotta be kidding me. We are holding up amazingly, but our allies are fumbling so hard right now. It says, we are not a major power. If they die, we die. That would not be good. I still can't believe it. Well, it looks like everybody, my allies are getting kind of smoked. I don't know if Hitler's gonna be able to hold on, but the good news, we successfully defended against the Americans, and a peace treaty was signed with FDR, and the Americans and Canadians got along happily ever after. The Maginot Line wins again, everybody. What country should I attempt to defend next? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Watch one of these two videos right here, and let me know again in the comments below, what country should I defend next?